Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is March 10th. It is Monday morning. Let's see what the heat map looks like. And honestly, it doesn't even look like it switched to anything because it just looks all red now. And I think it ended, no, it ended green on Friday. That's right. It is red. Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla's really red, and Apple. So they do look like they're down. And let's look at the SPY right now and see where that's at. And that's down $6 to 569 right now. So, like we were saying last night, I didn't think it was ready, and it does not appear to be ready. Bitcoin looks like it's trying to do something. It's actually the stock cube is green, so let's put it that way. They're not falling down any further, and we'll go through them in a minute. But let's go ahead and look at our Joey's jumpers. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How is everybody this morning? Hope you're having a good morning on a Monday. And ABLV was having a pretty good morning. They had a good Friday. I know that. They ran up there. And this morning, 148. Actually, it's coming back down. It ran way up there on Friday. I think it went, 68 up to 250 there. So that did have a really good Friday right there. And it's pulling back a little bit. And again, after they run up on a Friday, it's hard for them to keep that momentum. ATCH, let's see what that one's doing. It was curling up. That looks like it's looking pretty good this morning. Yeah, that's run up there, 207 to 288. It's at 214. It did hit that 20. ATCH, keep an eye on that one today. DWTX, let's see what Dogwood Therapeutics is. We were just looking at this bad boy. And let's see what they're up to. And it is crossing through that 20 and 50 and crossing up too. So that's impressive right there. 697 to 698. It did pull back to 645. We'll see if it can get moving back up there because like I said, it did cross up. We'll see if it can stay. I'll take a look at the DWTX today and ENLV. Let's see what that one's up to. It looks like it's running up. Is that today's date? That could be Friday's date. Let me just see. And not today. Well, Friday it ran up. Yeah, today it's just kind of pulled back 125 to 115. So another one. And again, maybe they get turned back around as the day goes on, but they are hard for them to really get running after the weekend. And they had already popped up there. That GV is just kind of hanging out at the top. I would keep an eye on this bad boy this morning and see if it wants to run. Let's see. It is 634 to 680. It's at 620 right now. So it ran up a little bit, pulled back, but it still is in the top and could move still. So we'll look at that one today. GV icon right here. We were early on this bad boy, and I think it is jumped up this morning. I know it jumped up there Friday. And let's see, that is today, 23 to 27. It's at 21. So there you go with Icon jumping up, hitting the 20 right there. And PCLA, let's see what that's going to do right here. That's going to be a good curl up. Let's look at it. PCLA. Yeah, it's just moving a tiny bit. It's actually at 139. It closed at 125. It's gapped up, not looking bad. Keep an eye on this PCLA. It just started, it looks like. And it started out in the top, came down to the bottom, and wants to roll up there. SNOA here, Sonoma Pharmaceuticals, and this thing's up on the 20. It's curled up, but again, I don't know if it's going to cross through there, so just be careful. It did bounce up pretty good today, it looks like. 270 to 279, then it came down to 235. So SNOA might be coming down. STBC, I'm not sure what that is. Let me see. STBC. I don't see that. That might be the wrong letters. It popped up there. And STSS. Sharps Technology. This thing ran up. And remember, this was on our list right here. We've been looking at this guy, STSS. It ran up some Friday. And then this morning, 37 to 55. It's at 51. So there you go with that one. And SUGP here, SU Group. I remember we were looking at this. It did bottom out down there on the 5th, which was last Wednesday, and it is moving up. But again, I don't know if it's going to curl through. It's just that initial run up, and it'll probably have some pullback. We'll look at it, SUGP, keep an eye on it today. And there you go at your Jolie's jumpers right there. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. And let's just take a look at our laptop lowdowns. There should be some good ones getting set up here. AREB in a great spot. I know we've been looking at it. Let me see. American Rebel Holdings. And I do want to look at that thing today. That thing is getting set up right there in a great spot. Cask, I remember looking at this. It had run up not long ago, and it's pulling back now, CASK. And we'll watch for that bottom there, Distillery Company, Winery and Distillery, CASK. And CCLD, Care Cloud. Whoa, that's a big dip coming down for its earnings on the 13th, which is Thursday. And it seems like there's a bunch of them on Thursday. And yeah, it's way down there, making a little base down there this morning. So we'll look at that, especially coming up for its earnings. We'll play it after probably. And Fathom Holdings, this one's pulled back, and another one has their earnings on Wednesday, the 12th. FTHM, and another one we'll have to keep an eye on for them earnings. These ones look like they could bounce off for the earnings right there. They're way down, and I know I don't look at the earnings much, but I just can tell on the chart where they could bounce from. So that's what I look at, to be honest with you. And GFR, Greenfire, this thing's trying to get set up down here. It's making a base, but I could see this thing running up a little bit. And let's see, it was Friday 980 to 1012. It's at 1012. So keep an eye on this G. Hold on, that's two different ones. That's GRF and this is GFR. I can just tell by that chart. Hold on. Let me put the right thing in here because that one is definitely not the right one. GFR, that'll help. Yeah, that thing's at the bottom right there, just trying to curl up. And I was going to say that other one didn't look like the right chart. And but let's see if this bottom was here on last Wednesday. And what was it down there at 519? We're at 521, so we'll see. It could be trying to get crawled up and then come down a little bit. You know how they like to do that. So I'll keep an eye on this GFR right there. And let me see, GNLN, that Green Lane Holdings we've been watching just pull back here, and this thing's about to curl and hit the MACD. Let's see what it's going to do. Probably going to try to pull back some. We do know that look, so this one could stay in the basement. And again, I'm glad we know that look because this one would look really, really good. And maybe it will cross through. If it does, it can get moving. But again, we have to make sure because we know how many of them hit there and then bounce down pretty far. IBO, Impact Biomedical's pulling back good too. So there's a lot of really good ones I'm going to keep an eye on. And this one actually, B. Yes, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just typing in the wrong one. I was going to say that one's not the same one either. IBO, here we go, way dip down, Impact Biomedical. And yeah, that thing we'll have to look and see if that's the basement right there for IBO and LGMK. Good old logic mark we've been watching. This thing was running up on Friday. It looks like it's just a little bit flat. And maybe it can still run up. And again, it's hard for them to keep that momentum on Monday morning if they ran up on Friday, and especially right now. But maybe it can get curled back up and get moving again. LVLU, I know we looked at this recently. They have earnings coming up on the 27th at the end of the month. It's in the basement, and I think it's going to stay in there until then. So we'll keep watching this one pull back. And that is LVLU right there. And let's take a look at OCTO and see what that's doing right here. Octo, 8 holdings. Let's look at it and see what it's up to right now. Here we go. Let me put that there. There we go. And Octo OCTO has pulled back. Oh, wow. And another one, if you look at it, it was trying to get crawled up. It ran up Friday, it looks like. Actually, no, it ran up Thursday. It's not doing anything yet. And then Friday, it was hitting that MACD, at least trying to, and pulling back big time like we know they do. Opal OPAL, Opal Fuels. This one has the earnings coming up, and I think that one could get rolling off the earnings. They are on the 13th, which is on Thursday. Like I said, a lot of them on Thursday, it seems like. and RDHL, this Red Hill Biopharma. This thing, another one, just going to be down here getting set up. Watch for it to curl up and it'll run a little bit, but it's not going to get through. And Rent the Runway. Remember, this one was another one I looked at and it tried to trick me. And then as soon as we got that AAP look, I knew this one wasn't coming up. But it's doing exactly what they've been doing too, just coming up, looking good. And I'll tell you exactly on March 5th, it looked really good right there. I can tell you that. And then all of a sudden it came pulling back. It also did it on February 27th. I don't know if we were looking at it back then. We could have been. It was only a week or two ago. And yeah, that one did the exact same thing. So that one tried to trick us and we didn't let it. SCNX. Let's see this one. Science's holdings, and this one's staying in the basement and looks like it's going to be pulling back some more. So SCNX, another good one to keep an eye on because that one's just going to keep pulling back, it looks like, unless it tries to get curled up. SGRP, Spar Group, I remember looking at this. This one should be trying to get set up. I will keep an eye on this one today and just see what it wants to do. It tried to run up on Friday a little bit, or it gapped up, I think, because it did close. Yeah, it gapped up a couple cents. Just trying to run around right there for that SGRP. And let me see what else we have. STBX. Let's see what that's doing real quick. And that's at Starbucks Group. And this thing's trying to curl up. I actually watched this one. This one's over the MACD and trying to roll off. I would say take a look at STBX. That one may be a good one. I'll keep an eye on that today, see if it wants to get rolling. And UUU, three U's right there, Universal Security Instruments, UUU. And this one's in the basement right there, trying to curl up. And another one that's tried to do it multiple times. And you can see it getting knocked down each time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we on our like fifth turn right here? I got to see this. One, oh man, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the fifth turn for it to try to get through the MACD. And it might not even do it this time. It possibly could right here. But yeah, there's a five banger right there. So I'm telling you, they're all taking a while. Doesn't matter who it is. And VLCN, that looks like it had that dip and rip look on Friday. So we'll look at that and see if it can get moving. And then Wint, WINT, good old Windtree Therapeutics. And that one recently split. And I think Wint's going to try to get moving. So keep an eye on WINT. It's trying to roll up there. And there you go with your laptop lowdowns. And they are some good ones right there for sure. And here we go. Let's take a look and see what our market's doing. And then I'll come back and see what you guys want to look at. So here we go with our SPY. Let's look at it. SPY. And it is down 605 right now and dipping. So obviously, I'll let you know if it wants to bounce, but it is pulling back there. And we'll see. That bottom was the other day on Friday, 565. It's at 569 right now and pulling back. So let's take a look and see what the rest of these Mag 7s are doing. Here we go with our Mag 7. Apple is pulled back $3.47. Amazon is the only one that was. Amazon and Google are trying to set up, but like I said, I think they may pull back. At least Amazon. Google is looking decent, and that's even pulling back. And no, it's not going to get through the MACD. So there's that look. And Meta pulling back $10 and can keep coming down right there. Microsoft MSFT down $4, and that looks like it's going to be dipping down some more. And then the video is down 232, hitting some support right there. And I think it's going to drop down a little bit more into that 106. It's at 110. I think it was at 112, and I said it was coming down to that 106. So let's look at it and see if that happens. And then Tesla is also down like 758, and that thing's already did a 1, 2, 3. We're going on a four banger right here for it to try to cross through for Tesla. So I mean, everything's doing it right there, and it's not just like penny stocks or anything. AMC, that's down a little bit. We'll see if it's trying to get moving. I'm not so sure it is. GameStop is down as well. And how about CHWY? That's down 34 cents. And that Unity wasn't looking too bad, but that's also pulling back at the moment. And let's go ahead and look at some semiconductors and see what they're up to this morning. AVGO, remember I said this was probably going to be a good one to try to short down from where it ran up on Friday. Well, there you go. It's down $4 already. And MU is down 246. And these bad boys are not going to be crossing through. And they do look like they're coming down. TSM, that one's pulling back. And let's see what our SMCI is doing. That's down $1.09, pulling back right there. AMD, that's pulling back $1.51 and coming down. That's not crossing through. And QCOM's pulling back down 214, and that's not crossing through at the moment. And Intel's down 31 cents, and that's pulling back as well. And how about PayPal? That was trying to get moving at that $69. I think this one actually hits and pulls back. It's sitting on the support, but I don't know if it's going to get through right there. So it wants to, but I'm not so sure PayPal can do it. So yeah, we could see it pull back even more and come underneath that support, which is at like that 67 area. So there you go with PayPal, PYPL. Snow is coming down right now. It's at down 341. Looks like it's going to be dipping even more. So SNOW looks like it's pulling back. And how about Dell, DELL? That's down $1.59. That's been pulling back right there. PLTR, that's down 270, hitting that support line and could come right through it. Sophie's down and that's pulling back. And just about everything is, including Mara. Remember, I was saying it was trying to get set up and it would be pulling back. It is. And Riot's down 37 cents. And even that Clean Spark's down 43 cents. And MicroStrategy was trying to set up, but he's even down $14. Sayer, and he can't be happy because this thing looks like it's going to come crossing back down and pull back some more right there for MicroStrategy. And with that, we'll look at crypto because, like I said, it's actually a little green this morning, but it's been way down. And Bitcoin, let's see, let's get them to roll back up here. Let me just look at the SPY real quick, just see where we're at. 570, holy cow. And Bitcoin's at 82,190. I see Chainlink's at 1408 and H bar's at 20 cents. Solana is at 127 right there. And here comes Ethereum. That's at 2100 exactly. So there you go. That's at like $2,102. Ripple's at 216 and Cardano's at what was that? I forget what it just said. Hold on, I gotta wait for it. 218 is Ripple and Cardano's at 74 and a half. That's what it said. So there you go. I mean, they are down. Let me take a look at these charts though and see what they look like for Bitcoin if they want to get moving. Here we go. Let's see. Nah, they look like they want to pull back early. I mean, they're not necessarily curling up. They look like they're just parachuting themselves down at the moment for Bitcoin, and it could definitely come down some more. Solana's at 128, and let me look at it right here. And just kind of pulling back. Yeah, they look like they're coming back down some more, guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come down even more. Ripple's at 218, and that one is curled through coming down. Looks like it's pulling back some more. So I would say I don't even have to look at them all because they do look like they're curling through coming down. And that is our crypto. So yeah, they're just like parachuted up today. So they're up this morning, but I'm not so sure they're going to stay up. The market's down as well. And the SPY's down 573. It was down like $6, but again, I'm not so sure that it's ready to reverse, and I'll keep you guys posted if it does. And let's see what's going on right here. Rocket Companies agrees to buy Redfin in a $1.75 billion deal. Bloomberg reports. Wow, that's pretty big right there, Luis Rodriguez. And let's see what they're up to, RDFN. Let's look at Redfin real quick and see what they're up to. It is a real estate company. I was thinking, what isn't this like? Don't they do real estate or something like that? And they do. I definitely know this company pretty well. Yeah, Rocket Companies acquires them or to acquire them and accelerating purchase mortgage strategy right there. And it is up like 491 right now and moving for good old Redfin. So RDFN looking pretty good. Keep an eye on it today. It did jump up from 579 to 1074. It's at 1070 right now. And there you go, getting bought out right there by who was it? Rocket somebody. It was Rocket Companies. And so there you go. And Redfin is cruising along right there. Let's take a look at B Hat. That was trying to get set up the other day. I know that. And yeah, it's getting to be in a good spot, guy. The only thing is, it's going to have to make that hard curl up, and it honestly could because it's in that spot where it could. So let's keep an eye on this B hat. It's just running flat on that line, but it isn't looking bad right there. So it is in a good spot, BHAT. So we have to look at that one, and let's see what TNYA is doing. Tenya Therapeutics Insider bought shares worth 24 million, 25 million, according to a recent SEC file. Yeah, you're definitely filing an SEC right there. David Gatto, 10% owner director, on March 5th executed a purchase for 35,700,000 and some shares in this company, TNYA. And let's take a look at this thing. What does he know what's going on here? TNYA, it's up 7 cents coming out of the basement. Honestly, he better sell them today too because that thing's going to hit that MACD and come down. So I don't know if he thinks it's going through right here, but it's not. So I don't know. We keep an eye on that and let me know if he sells them because I'd be interested. He holds that it's coming down. It's up right now. It's definitely up, and it was a good shot right there. But if he does not bounce out of that this morning, he is toast. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one right there. And it did pop up a little bit. What's today? I don't see anything. They had an offering too, March 3rd. So recently had the offering. So yeah, I wonder if he's selling them bad boys. And TM, let's look at that one. What is TM? Toyota Motors, there you go. And that's actually cruising up there a little bit, trying to get into this channel. I'll have to look at TM Toyota Motors and see what it wants to do. Like I said, it's trying to get up there and get into that channel to move up. So I'll keep an eye on that one. MSTX is the micro strategy. Let's see, the target long, and that is going to try to cross down and come down. So there you go with the ETF. And then what's our Boyle? That was up like $10 last night, and it's still up there at 110. And there you go, rolling off the MACD. And like I said, we hit that for well over 100%. So there you go with Boyle. And cold is down. And let's see what else is going on right here. I don't see anything else, but let me just take a look and see what's going on the scanners and all. And all the news says the Dow futures drop 300 points of selling continues on Wall Street. One of Wall Street's biggest bulls now says a flash crash can't be ruled out. Chaos creates opportunities. Wall Street sees dip as buying chance. U.S. stock futures drop as fears mount for economy and the stock market today. The Dow and Nasdaq futures fall. Let's see if there's anything going on the scanners right here. STSS, we're all over that. Icon, that BTOG, let's look at it. We know we nailed it the other day. It was trying to run up. It is trying to run up and set up. Just watch for some pullback on it as it steps its way up there. ATCH, that one's up, that Atlas Clear. And what's this? XAGE, Longevity Health Holdings. This one jumped up there. And TSLL's down, Redfin's up. And this NVNI, I know we looked at that last week. That's trying to get curled up. That's a good one to keep an eye on, guys. NVNI. Keep an eye on this bad boy. It's trying to get set up. We'll watch it. It might have a quick run up, but it's just trying to get set up there. ADTX, that one's trying to get curled up. Let's look at it again real quick. ADTX, yeah, it's trying to get moving again, guys. Keep an eye on that again, because that does look like it's trying to roll off the MACD and get cruising again. So there you go at ADTX. IBIT is down, and that SUNE is down a little bit this morning. And let me see if anything else grabs my attention. AGMH, what's with this guy? Hold on real quick. Let me see. That's that AGM group. And this thing we were looking at, it is trying to curl up. I'm not so sure it's going to get through the MACD, but you might have a little pop up right there. And there you go there. Let me look and see over here if we see anything. Let me look in that STSS and SNOA we looked at, Icon, ATCH, and everything that we've already looked at. So nothing new on this side. And we did check out everything, and that is a red heat map, I must say. And it looks like that TRNR is down a little bit right now. Let me see. Down 12 cents, and it is pulling back a little bit. And let it just pull back into the channel. Once it gets onto that MACD, we know it's going to roll off onto the 20 and get cruising. Just a little healthy pullback after it ran up there. So there you go. And what's that OCEA? And I sent out the list last night with my marks. So just look at the ones with the dots today. Obviously, I'll be keeping an eye on everything, and we had no idea what the market was looking like until we saw it this morning. We figured it was going to be red, but you have to see it to believe it, and we definitely see it. So OCEA, not bad. It's just trying to get set up, obviously. So I'll keep an eye on all these things and let you guys know if I see anything getting set up here. But yeah, it's what is that doing right here? It is at 9 cents OCEA, and it's not looking bad. I'm telling you, it's in a pretty good spot right there. So definitely keep an eye on that. And yeah, not a whole lot going on. Inflation takes the center stage amid tariff fears right there. So I would say that is definitely going on. Let's look at stock twits. Tesla's down, SPY's down, GRR is down. Redfin's up. The QQQ is obviously down right there, down 522 and pulling back. Nvidia is down. Is RKT Rocket Lab? Hold on, RKT. It might not be. It might be Rocket Mortgage. It is Rocket Mortgage. I know it was a rocket somebody, and this thing's just kind of pulling back to set up. So keep an eye on that. It is down a little bit. Fuel cell FCEL. Let's see what this is doing. FCEL. They have earnings coming up on March 11th, so tomorrow. I mean, it's not looking too bad. Let me see if it's actually moving this morning. Hold on, let me look at this fuel cell. It looked like it was running up there. Yeah, that's just Friday's date. They have it pulling back right here to TQQ, and Rare X was actually looking good. I swear that was the only one that popped up on my scanner last night was Rare X on the crypto, and it is up what 81%. It's up 4 cents right there. How about that? And I'm not even kidding. I saw it last night as I was going through the scanner. So I didn't buy it. I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely saw it on my scanner. There was two of them. It was that one. It was the only one that looked good. I forget what the other one was, but it didn't even look that good. And there you go. That's up 80%. So and my scanners are insane sometimes, all the time. We gotta start using them, especially while it's red. I'll start throwing them out there, and we'll get fired up because I've been looking at them, and they're just on the money with ones that you've never even seen before. So I'll definitely take advantage of that, and I'll throw some out there because the last time I did it, them ones all ran up, and so I'll give you some of them later, and I'll look at them today. But yeah, RKT buying Redfin, yeah, they are, Marty. And let me see what else you guys want to see. Barbara wants to see ARBB. Let's take a look at that one and see what it's up to this morning. ARBB. That did shoot up there on Friday. Let me just take a look at it. It is just pulling back this morning, 96 down to 85. It's at 92. And I'll have to look at it. It does have that little bit of pullback. Look, I mean, it's still in a great spot, though. So I could see that one trying to run back up this morning, Barb. I'll look at ARBB for you and see if I can see it getting popping again. And like I said, I could see it trying to do it. I just have to see how it opens because it just kind of pulled back a little bit. Wasn't anything too crazy. So it could get turned right back around there. And that TTOO, let's look at it. I know it's an OTC but it's not too bad. It's an easy one. And it is curling up, getting through that 20. That is Friday's date. I'll keep an eye on it today. Like I said, that chart's not too bad at all. And Acon right here. Let's look at ACON. That one's another one in a good spot right there. And it is trying to get rolling up there. Let me see. Yeah, I would say keep an eye on this Aquarian ACON. That one could get moving again today, or at least get set up for this week. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. ANNX, let's look at that bad boy. I know we looked at it last night. It didn't look bad. I know that is hitting that 20, curling up. I don't think it's doing anything just yet. Yeah, it's just sitting there. It's not giving me anything for today, but it wasn't looking bad there for Friday. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. And Apple's taking a hit in the pre-market. I would say so. I'd say they're all kind of taking a hit, but Apple is down 311, and it is going to be 311 day what tomorrow actually. So there you go. And Apple's already celebrating earlier right there because they are down $3.11, and that is Apple. It just went to 320. They stopped celebrating, but it was down 311 right there. And yeah, that's a red market, guys. And like I said, crypto, I think, is just kind of parachuting itself down. I'll retweet this tweet. I was just looking at this wallet right before I came on. I saw this tweet. Someone that follows like the wallets. That's what's so crazy. Like you can track everything with these things. That's what baffles me that people like pull the rug. They should just they do. They post these things and people like track them and see who it is, and they always find out who they are. It's crazy. So anyway. I was just tracking this one wallet, watching it, and they just shorted the Bitcoin when it was up at the top there at like 92,000, right down to the 78,000. They closed the position on like a 20, what was it, a 20 time leverage? I mean, this thing's insane. They made like $9 million in the last couple of days. You know, it's pretty nutty. And yeah, it's just you can see the insiders. Who knows what's going on? They're changing different wallets, and like I said, they just get. You can see what happens all the time if you follow it, so you know it's happening, and you know that they definitely know what's going on, and exactly when there's going to be a tweet sent out or anything in crypto, you can tell it's not lining up with the charts either. So they're just manipulating the hell out of it right now, guys. I can tell you that right now. You know, I call it like it is, and I'm telling you exactly what's happening. And I follow this thing like crazy. So yeah, I can easily see it happening. So that's what's going on in crypto. So until they really stop manipulating the hell out of it, we're gonna see crazy stuff happening like this. But I will follow that wallet because and again they keep changing them. This thing's only been there now that it got exposed. They'll open up a new wallet and do the same thing, and then somebody will find that one. And so yeah, no problem with that. Or no problem, Barb. I'll get to B hat. I think we just did it, but I'll look at it again. And but yeah, so I think these you just follow the wallets that you know are going to be the ones, and maybe have to play them positions because obviously they know what's going on. And that B hat, I'm telling you, is in a great spot. It could make that hard curl up and get flying right there. So I would definitely be keeping an eye on it. B hat, I'll be looking at it. It's just flat right on the MACD, but looks like it wants to get cruising right there. So yeah, I would say that looks decent, and there you go. I would say that's a pretty decent pre-market review. Not a real decent pre-market, but that is our review right there, I would say. And we did our big caps and our laptop lowdowns and our Jolie's jumpers and everything else. And crypto is this parachuting down right there. And so is the markets just coming down. So, yeah, I would say that there's nothing really that crazy going on, but I'll keep you guys posted. Obviously, if the SPY wants to get turned around, I'll let you guys know. What's it down right now? It's down 602. So, yeah, it's coming down under. And like I said, we might see this bad boy at that 566 again. So watch for that pullback some more. And I don't think the market's really ready just yet either. And so, yeah, it's showing us that it wants to pull back. We didn't think it was ready, and it obviously isn't. So There you go, everyone. I would say that's a good pre-market review, and all information presented here is for educational information purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Asian Jolie for your Joey's jumpers, and Laptop Travel for your laptop lowdown. And Apple delays AI improvements to Siri until 2026. So there you go. That would definitely make it come down right there, Luis Rodriguez. And thank you very much, Luis Rodriguez, for all your help and tuning in every day. And Profit Logics, East Coast Beach Girl, and Barbara, and Quid, and Techie, and Creative Genius. Who else we have? A Newt and Liar Asher, I think, and Marty's on here, and of course the Ghetto Stoics on this morning, and Dark Horse and Zach. So many familiar faces. I appreciate everybody hanging out as always. And like I said, let me know if you guys want to see anything today. I'll keep you posted. I think we're still coming down, and we've been playing the market perfectly. I mean, we can't really complain why it's getting smoked because we've seen every popper that wants to run. We've seen them early, and we've known exactly what the market's been wanting to do. So, like I said, you just play it accordingly and just be very, very patient. When these things bottom out, I'm telling you, when these options start rolling back up, they're going to be moving like 10, 20, $30 in a day some days. So, just as much as they're moving down, they'll start moving back up, and you can hit them both ways. So, you just play it accordingly, just like that. And that's exactly what we've been doing and being patient. Like I said, patient, patient, patient. Just listen to the show. We pick out the ones that are going to pop. I'll go through the list today, see exactly what wants to look good. I have it all marked up. And I will be on the small cap show around 1 o'clock today. So you can check that out. That's always a great show with the guys. So listen for that. I'll retweet out the link to that. And there you go, everybody. So I would say that's a good pre-market, and obviously you're gonna have to really trade smart and lock in those profits today on these red days. But again, opportunities are there. You can put the short the market, put it down, and the other opportunities that we know are going to be moving up. So always opportunities to take advantage of, and we do that every single day here. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great day there. So good luck, and make sure that you, like I said, just trade smart and lock in your profits, because it's just going to be one of them choppy weeks, I think, again. But we will see what's moving, obviously. So yeah, just trade them smart, lock them in. Don't go too long on anything, because they are moving real quick and volatile, and that's all you have to look at right there. So there you go, everybody. So goodbye, good luck. I'll see you later, and have a great day, everybody.